Now hello there, diary entry for the 15th of December 2015. Now this is for, I'm just repeating myself. Now, basically nothing new, not bad and dangerous, it's just okay. As I said, nothing out of the blue occurred, haha, as I put it down. It all started when Maudie, my aunt, didn't know how to describe her, but she is. Well, sister if you want to be precise. Apparently there's a difference between a sister, not the one where you have brother and sister, just a sister in terms of the religion aspect, and a nun. I think nun is to do with where they wear the uniform, or the glad rags for that matter, and the sister doesn't wear it, so something like that, I'm not sure. But I'm moving on though. And also when my aunt rang my doorbell heavily, literally heavily, like I go to, or I hear, banging on the door, the ringing the doorbell. It's where I was being flooded and she was trying to warn me, something of that nature, or ISIS was around. But anyway, moving on. So I went back to bed. Then I got up eventually, a bit exhausted. So that I put it down to my feet being heavy or exhausted in terms of, bending of the joint at the back. Some say it's to do with arthritis, considering I'm only 31. I don't know. But anyway, no, today, what was it? One of us just the next day when I had a doctor's. Wait, sorry. Then I got up eventually, and I had a doctor's appointment for the doctor so that he could fill out a requirement to apply for a supplemental welfare allowance form. One of the requirements was that my GP was to fill out a section to state that I will be fit to work eventually after a period in terms of my back. So moving on, then on was not supposed to collect my rent allowance, of which was double pay, which, oh sorry, that's because of Christmas, that's right, I won't be getting any payment at all whatsoever, Christmas week, beginning the 21st of December, so so beginning the 21st of December, I will not be paid anything by the state, or such whatever, technically they are the state, but whatever, right? So that means the week beginning the 28th of December onwards, I will be paid. So, with the help of, I'd imagine I'd be paid the IEB at the very least, which is the injury benefit. And rental anxiety, that'd be no bother. But I'm still a bit cagey, but I'll get to that bridge when we cross it, okay? So then onward, okay, I'm just repeating that, okay? So then, okay, when I headed down to the bank to lodge money for the bills, with the cash up the doorway, I then headed on to the bank to lodge the money for the bills. So then that cleared some of my debts, so I was a bit thankful in that regard. Excuse me. So I then continued onwards to hand in my certificate, which is my IB, the weekly certificate I get from my doctor's GP, to Store Street. I then headed down to home to get ready for my sister tonight. Now, to get ready, I think what I'm trying to say there is getting my sleeves or my sleeves, and I think the Christmas cards that were, or not cards, sorry, the present. Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, to get my sleeves and my Christmas presents that I was giving all my relatives, and I wanted to wrap. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then I wanted to wrap the presents in my sister's place, considering. Yeah, have a look at. Praying God that could you actually wrap presents there, especially for other people. If you didn't live, I was wrapping presents for myself. It'd be weird, but whatever. My point being is, when you want to wrap presents, you have to be thoughtful about the present you buy, or about the person, sorry. And you have to be thoughtful about the actual person in question, whether you think the person will like it or not. But I find the most important is the presentation, so, of the present I mean, in terms of wrapping, So if the place is tacky and say the present wrapping gets crumpled or whatever because it's so tight and everything, you're telling the present to fuck off, I don't give a shit about you, so here you go, take it or leave it, take it how you can, but obviously I care about my crowded shower, being relative, so that's why I did in my sister's place because hers more tidier than mine. So then I headed on. Okay, so then I was looking for various things, as I said, the presents, etc., etc. And then on my way, I got an oak guy. That's why I got more presents for my aunt Colette, who was my mother's other sister, the one who sadly had a mini stroke recently, and my dad for his birthday. Of course, that's why his birthday and his Christmas present too. So then I headed on to her place to wrap up the presents, and at the time had hoped to address the envelopes. Scusi, however, it wasn't to be as last night. Huh? Oh, that's right, I think. That's right, yes, that's right. I'd hoped last night in my sister's place to wrap up the presents and address all the envelopes, like I had about almost 30 envelopes, which are all the cards obviously in question, and then stick the addresses on the actual envelope. However, because I had set up, I obviously have a new address book in the means of Access database, which is Microsoft's database software, and I set up the contact system recently relating to my Christmas cards. Okay, so then for me to get access to my database, well, technically Microsoft's Access does not exist on a mobile on a mobile device, i.e. my cell phone. Where the hell he is? Where are you buying, Lummy? There he is. Oh god, he's probably shagging some sheep. I don't worry. My point being is, I was trying to access my address book so that I can write all the address down onto the actual envelope in my sister's place, right? But I couldn't find them on my address on my phone because even though I'd saved the database in question onto the OneDrive, which is Microsoft's solution of cloud storage, but even that didn't work out properly because obviously, first and foremost, like I said, address or access does not work on a mobile device, so I converted that via exporting a table to a PDF file. That did work, yes, but it did not show all the fields I wanted. It only showed the first name of the person, the last name of the person, and I think category, which means person. Not even the address book, which I have it under the notes field. So I said, what good is that like? Like, I have their names, I obviously know their names, but I need the actual address. So then, I said, do what you learned in college, which was to create reports. So basically, it's a visual representation of the form. So say you had to create a report for all the people in the United Kingdom, or the United States of America, or whatever, right? You just go through your little wizard, and it'll show up a table in a presentation format of, like I said, what I was actually looking for: first name, last name, and then the actual address in question, which is under the notes field. So I did that. Now this is all done the previous night because I knew I was going to my sister attempting to do this. But then I export that report wizard to PDF, saved it in OneDrive. Again, I remind, it's Microsoft's version of cloud, the cloud solution, Microsoft's version of Google Drive, right? However, that didn't work either, which I actually didn't understand. I ensured it got synchronized from the PC, my laptop here that I'm recording the video of, onto OneDrive. Okay, it did get uploaded and whatever, but then I tried the phone and it wasn't showing up there. I tried the Office app on the phone, didn't show up there. I tried OneDrive app on the phone, didn't work. But here's what the interesting part is. The OneDrive mobile site, which you go open up Internet Explorer app, kind of funny if you have me, but anyway, it's an app on Microsoft Windows Phone, and I open up my mobile site of OneDrive, and lo and behold, the fucker was there. So I said, okay, isn't it a bit weird, don't you think? You know? So I said, okay, what the hell am I gonna do then? So then after that, sorry about that. So then I said, okay, and then lo and behold, last minute, actually, he appeared, but he appeared when I actually came back from my play, to my play. So, okay, sounds a bit weird if you ask me, you know? So, yeah, just think. So then, okay, so that didn't work. So that's sad. Bottom line, when I wanted the actual addresses for my friends on Facebook, it didn't work. Simple as, alright? So moving on. Okay. I was watching Ireland AM, which is Ireland's version of Good Morning America. Or I think they have one in Britain called GMT or something in Britain, I can't remember anyway. That's what I was watching. And they currently have a competition whereby viewers must guess what's in the box, alright? In the lead up to Christmas, right up until Christmas Eve. And obviously that'll be the last one until whenever they can come back, right? So the presenters give out clues on the hour once. So that means 3 times because the show's on for 3 hours. So it'll be 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right? And then today's clue so far is as follows. Sir Walter Raleigh introduced this into Ireland. Okay. The second clue is that they are categorized as queens, rackards, and roosters. They are all varieties of what vegetables. And the final clue is, what the competition, sorry, is this veg is more famously, I think I should say, known as the spud in Ireland. Now, I thought initially that Sir Walter Raleigh introduced the tobacco in cigarettes, but who knew about the spud? Of course, the answer is the preti, which is Irish for potato. So, okay, that bit weird. I found that highly, I was going to say offensive or something. Interesting. You know, so. Okay. So then, while going to my blogs, I subscribed to one blog post from. The hell is the name of the blog post in question? I think it's called Make Tech Easier or Make Use of, one of those two blogs, okay? Things you make use of blog, alright? And one of the question was, it was based on what I think it's Android Pit, right, whatever. It was based on what pre-Android phones, i.e. non-smartphones, I first owned. Well, my very first phone was a Panasonic GD35. I remember like it was yesterday. I remember I didn't want a phone at all, any phone. I just was not into that phones at all, full stop, in any of them, right? However, my parents insisted, because they needed me for anything, or if I was going to be late or whatever, I can quick post to let them know where I am, you know? So I got it from my state examinations, aka the leaving certificate. In the United Kingdom, they're the equivalent to the A levels. In the USA, I don't know if the USA have any such thing, right? I remember that I was actually wanting the phone so that I could text, and I would ask the guy, cute was my dad, wink wink, and I would ask the guy, do you know how to text? And I don't mean the text in terms of voicemails and all that. I mean literally text would say hi, H-I, etc, right? Instead of talking, because at the time I was not into talking as much as such. And these days I'm still not into such talk, you know? So then I said, okay. And they obviously gave me, or those who did gave it to me, etc. So then, obviously at the time I wasn't out, so I hadn't come out gay, but hey, I even went to, okay. So then my next phone I hadn't gotten was the Nokia 3510i, which was a color screen phone, because the other phones I had was black and white. And I was more than delighted. I loved this particular phone very much. And Walked home one night on a Tuesday night from must have got the 16 bus home or whatever, right? From ECDL, which is European Computer Driver's License, right? And I had phone on display and I held it so tight because I saw there was a person following me or something. I can't remember. I remember holding it so tightly in that time because the phone was only a brand new baby, you know. Because I got it that particular day, brought it to the ECDL course, and then came back, you know, I'll say. So I must have went to ECDL that particular evening. So then I really adored this one very much till it got stolen. What I think happened there was I actually left it in Eason's, you know, Costume, which is a bookstore, and I actually just simply left it on the sweets, you know, where all the sweets are, you know. And apparently when I went to retrieve it, it was gone. So I then got another one, but this time the exact same phone model went down a manhole where all the shitty etc is, right? And I was working for a company where you know this guy I say, you know, Eilish I know every month. That's him. He works in a company called CSCA, Clifton Scannell Emerson Associates, which is a civil engineering company, right? And he works with this crowd. He's an architect, if I recall rightly. The rest of it, like I said, on a monthly basis. And yet, well, I don't think he got stolen. It's just that he fell down below. So then I got myself a Nokia 7310 or something like that. Well, which the company actually paid me €100, or would have been euros, yeah. Anyway, because I was working up in Castle Bellingham in County Loud, or was it Longford, whichever. I think Longford actually, to the Kevin border. Because I was looking down a manhole for my satisfaction. It's part of the on the site job, you know. As I said, the thing went down a manhole from the pocket here, you know. So he went there in that way. Very sad way, but anyway. I then remember when I was looking up the Nokias to buy the new phone, I remember saying to myself, I'd love if I could find a phone whereby I'd have the ability to connect to my computer, i.e. laptop, probably a Dell machine or whatever, right? So my former friend Noah Kenny, whom I haven't seen in years now, recommended this particular phone. I remember that, okay. So that's basically, guys, that's what happened on December 15, 2015. Alright, so I'll see you all soon in the mail.